How to scan and read with the Pal Ace. The Scan and Read application enables you to read printed text like newsletters, books, and portions of food packages, including fine print. The Ace reads printed text aloud, unless a braille display is in use, and displays magnified text on the screen. If you prefer to read magnified text with no voice, you can select text mode in the general settings. For instructions on using a braille display, refer to the video Pal Ace, using with a refreshable braille display, which maps which controls on a particular display correspond to the controls on the Ace. Let's begin by learning about the buttons, controls and connections on the Ace that you will need to use in the Scan and Read. Buttons, controls and connections. The diagrams above show all the buttons, controls and connections on the device with labels. The left side panel has an indented area with the following 4 items aligned vertically starting from the bottom: power supply port, circular tactile power button, and 2 USB ports. On the front lower left corner of the device, there is an audio output port for headphones or external speakers. A description of the location and function of the other buttons and controls in the Scan and Read mode follows. Location and function of buttons and controls. Home button, large round yellow button located in the middle of the top panel. Press it any time to get to the main menu. Volume knob, located in the upper right corner of the top panel. Turn it clockwise to increase the volume or counterclockwise to decrease it. Daisy buttons, located on the left side of the top panel. The daisy buttons have a total of 5 buttons, 4 arrow buttons, and 1 round button centered between them. The daisy center button can be pressed at any time to hear the battery status and which menu screen you are in. These buttons are also used for text navigation in Scan and Read as described later. Action button, rectangular flat button on the right side of the device above the right roller. Press this button to select a desired menu option. Right roller, located at the front right shoulder of the device. Scroll it up or down to go through menu options. When reading a document, scroll it up or down to go to the previous or next line. Location and function of buttons and controls, continued. Left roller, located at the front left shoulder of the device. Scroll it up to increase font size or down to decrease it. Alternatively, in the settings menu, the left roller function can easily be switched to control reading speed rather than font size. Scan button. The scan button is a half-moon shaped button located on the right of the top panel in front of the volume knob. Back button, located above the left roller. From the main menu, when you select an option and are taken to sub-menus for that option, press the back button to return to the previous menu. In Scan and Read, use it to reset the camera to scan a new page. Customizable settings for Scan and Read mode. The device comes programmed with common default settings for reading speed, reading voice, reading mode, voice versus text only, font, contrast, and several other options which you can adjust to your preference from the settings menu. To learn more about these settings and how to adjust them, refer to the video titled Pal Ace Settings. Positioning a document for scanning. First, let's learn how to position a book or document for scanning and reading. The Ace can scan and read a document that fits in the 8½ by 11-inch field directly in front of the device on a flat surface. Make sure the device is sitting vertically with the top panel buttons facing the ceiling and the screen facing you. Use the base of the device as a guide and place the long side of the paper so it is aligned with the length of the base. The orientation of the document will not influence the recognition of the text. If you are scanning a document that is smaller than the 8½ by 11-inch field, for best results, place a blank sheet of 8½ by 11-inch paper in the scanning area, and lay your smaller document on top of that. For smaller documents, it works better to place it toward the right side of the scan field, rather than in the center of the blank page. Now you're ready to scan and read. When the device boots up, it starts at the main menu and a voice announces, "Main menu, scan and read." Remember, if you are using a different function on the device, you can return to the main menu at any time by pressing the home button, and you can then use the right roller to scroll up to scan and read mode. Once you hear main menu, scan and read, press the action button to select the scan and read option. You will be prompted to press scan button to read a page. Align the material you want to read as previously instructed, and then press the scan button. Within a few seconds the device will begin reading aloud and display the text on the screen. Questions? Call us at 855-354-4080 or send us an email at info@abic.com. ABC Incorporated, 30 Sudbury Road, Unit 1B, Acton, Massachusetts 01720, www.abic.com. Happy reading. This concludes the Scan and Read presentation.